welcome to another edition of Southern Country. Hi, I'm Herb Suds, and welcome to the show, my friends. I'm lucky to have the queen of bluegrass music, Mandolin Mama.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the terms of endearment for you. Rhonda Vincent's here. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Herb.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Always great to be here.
Your latest project is called Ragin' Live?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Talk to me about it.
It's a Ragin' Live, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, and it features my band and also many guests. In addition to that, we do our normal in-your-face bluegrass that we perform. Something very unique about the video is there are 8 brand new songs.
Wow.
There's 21 songs in all.
Right.
And 8 of them are brand new, never recorded, and everyone in my band, including myself, we either wrote or co-wrote songs that are on there. Everyone contributed original material, so I'm very excited about that. We are joined later in the video by a cellist, a viola. Hunter puts down his fiddle and grabs a viola, and also the children from the Cherry Holmes family, Molly Cherry Holmes, who wrote a song from my previous album, One Step Ahead, and BJ, her brother. And so we have a string section on some very beautiful songs, Ghost of a Chance, Last Best Place, and then to me the greatest part of the DVD, after you go through all of these different emotions and different songs, we end with a big finale of the Orange Blossom Special, 5 fiddlers playing together.
How do they do that?
So, you'll just have to watch.
Carefully.
That's right, yes. No, it's just an amazing thing to watch. Molly is 12 years old and wrote the song Frankie Bell that we perform on there. So there's just a lot of stuff on there, and we hope that you like it.
Those 8 songs never recorded. None of your albums ever had these songs.
No, well, 8 of them.
8 songs.
8 of the 21 songs. It has the Orange Blossom Special. See, it has the original songs, in addition to some of the great traditional songs like Orange Blossom Special, and just some really neat songs. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you is the song that I recorded when I was 9 years old, my very first single.
Skinner Blues?
Yes.
Do I know it?
I have what we call an adult version now.
A little bit more than 9 years old,
That's right, yeah.
That was recorded live at the Sheldon Hall in St. Louis?
Yes. Yes, in last August, and it was just a wonderful evening. So you have 80 minutes of music, 21 songs, performance, and then you also have lots of other things on the DVD, like 25 minutes of a documentary that talks about, you go to my house in Kirksville, and where I grew up, and out to the festival where my family hosts a festival over the 4th of July weekend. You can go, and a lot of folks probably have seen the Sally Mountain Show on your show.
Yeah, we had that years ago on
Yes,
there.
well, they have a website now, that SallyMountainShow.com, and that'll tell you about their festival. Come join us there.
Mom and Dad are okay?
They're doing great.
Good, good. What goes through your mind when you picked out those other 8 songs that you put in there, those unrecorded songs? Well, how did you come by those 8 songs?
Well, people think that it's really strange that we did that.
Yeah.
But I wanted this to be not only the presentation that we have on stage, I wanted it to be something very, very special and something very unique. And in addition to that, normally you look at it as a live project as previously recorded songs, but I also wanted to have singles that new videos. And so we have made a concept video. I flew to Seattle, Washington, and we shot what they call a concept video for the song I've Forgotten You, one of the new songs.
That's on there?
Yes.
Being an old pro, being a seasoned veteran, I've known you for years, this CD, DVD project, was that more challenging than a normal, anything you've done in the past?
I cannot begin to tell you how challenging that.
Wow. I
had no idea what was involved in, and now when we performed at the Sheldon again, after the DVD has been released, the fellow there, Paul Reuter, he said, you could have just set up your cameras and filmed your show. But, wanting this to be much more special and very unique, we had, wardrobe. We had a stylist there, makeup and hair person, and the extra special guests, and we just went a little further with the production than I guess what the folks normally do when they make a live DVD there.
How long did it take to do that whole thing at the Sheldon?
From the very beginning of the planning stages, it was almost a year.
Wow.
And putting everything together. I mean, there's so much more. It was only 2 evenings of recording.
Wow.
But past that, there's all the edits and the mixing
and you were involved in everything, every step.
Everything, right down to 3 weeks before this came out. They sent one of the last covers, and I looked at it, and it's like, you know what? It should be the same as the others. But I said, I'm going to print this out just in case. And as I looked, there was a name misspelled. So we've taken so much to really make sure everything was just right.
You run 300 nights a year on the road sometimes. How do you do it? I don't understand, you know.
I know. Well, this has been a challenge because
I'll bet.
we've worked so many dates, and then in the middle of that to put a live DVD. I feel
Sure.
like my life has been on hold for the last year, leading
Only
up to
for
this
the last
DVD.
year?
Yeah, well, I mean, with the addition of this DVD, because you know,
Yeah.
every moment that we weren't on stage has been, you know, taken up by this project,
sure.
and this constant focus of that. So it's really, it's wonderful. It's out, and we hope that you like it.
Let's go back a little bit to October of 2004 when you went to the IBMA Awards show. That was a big night for you.
That was a huge night.
Five times female vocalist of the year.
Yes, yes. You know what? We're hoping to get in the Guinness Book of World Records.
I read
because
that.
was it was a record, and so that was a very, very special night. And it's like going into a night like that. It's always makes you nervous anyway. But that particular night was especially. Just because you knew it was going to set a record, so it was great.
You had 5 nominations also that night.
Yes, we did.
Female vocalist, which of course, Entertainer of the Year with the band.
Yes.
Album of the Year, One Step Ahead.
Yeah.
Am I correct so far?
Yeah, that's right.
Song of the Year, Kentucky Borderline.
And we won that. We won the Song of the Year also. That was
and
great.
how about the recorded event with the Louvin Brothers?
Yes.
With
yes. Very special.
Joe Nichols.
Yes.
I played that song on the radio.
Oh,
That's I came through in a couple.
I wish there was a video on that song.
Yeah, that would have been a good one. With, that was a Grammy winner too.
It was. Carl Jackson, a great man, and he did a great job on that project.
Man, I'll tell you something. How many times have you been nominated for Entertainer of the Year? And you won in 2001, of course.
Right. I think every year, the last few years.
I have. We know we're talking about awards. I went to the. This is no lie, folks. This is here. There's 1 page. There's 2 pages. There's 3
You're
pages.
funny.
4 pages. 5 pages. You know.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen that printed out before
Look at
like
this,
that.
You know, and where she's been in, with the show she's been on. We're talking to one talented lady here. So this little bit here, you know, I'm gonna throw it out and away.
Okay.
You know. Tell us about your performance on the IBM Image with the last best place. Very important.
Yes, that's one of the brand new songs from the
Right.
live DVD. It's the first time I've had a song where, just from seeing it filmed in August, that people started calling their friends that knew they were coming to the show, and they would come up to me and say, "My friend said to request last best place. She said I have to hear that song." And so it's so beautifully written. It's a bit of a departure from my normal style of singing.
Okay.
And so when I first heard it, I was so awestruck by the lyrics, but it's like, I have to do this song. And then when we started performing it a little bit, and we saw what a reaction that it got. And we sang that song along with Rise and Follow Me, the song Fishers of Men, at the service of Skeeter Davis at the Ryman Auditorium.
That was a tribute to those who have lost their lives in the service of our country.
Yes, that's right.
That's important today. You know.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about One Step Ahead. 2003. If Heartaches Had Wings, played on CMT, pretty heavy too.
That was,
heavy
yeah,
it
was a top 20 video.
I saw your name in the charts for video, I think it was, in Country Weekly every week.
Yes, it was. It was a top 20 video, and it was also my first charting song on the radio. So to get in the country charts, it's something. It's been a goal, I guess, of mine, and so that was really neat. And we're hoping that I've Forgotten You even surpasses that.
Rhonda Vincent, a triple treat. I read this.
A triple treat.
Yeah,
I like
great
that.
vocalist, outstanding musician, dynamite live performer. That sounds pretty. That describes you.
I love
and I'll
that.
go one step further.
Okay.
Easy on the eyes.
Oh, thanks, Herb.
Let's talk about the fashion world of bluegrass. You're on the cutting edge of fashion, from what I read in some of the articles.
I think that's something that we are trying to change the image of bluegrass. Bluegrass has the deliverance.
Right.
Pretty much sums up what people think of bluegrass music, and they think that's the stereotype. And it's like, I think first of all, my daughter started saying, "Oh, Mom, don't wear that."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what should I wear?
Yeah.
And I think they kind of gave me more of a fashion sense and as I started dressing differently and trying to make things a little more hip and cool, and we kind of targeted the cover One Step Ahead, and we ended up downtown New York City.
Wow.
Our poster next door, right next to Madonna. So
Yep,
I think
I read
we're reaching those, and also finding that we have an audience that runs from Grandpa to the babies
Sure.
coming, and I'm finding that Grandpa's coming and bringing his granddaughter, And last summer, a gentleman came up and he said, I brought my granddaughter with me, and he said, I can't wait to hear you sing, but she can't wait to see what you're going to wear.
And that's something.
So
there
it's great if we can attract both kind of fans.
Bluegrass diva, huh? I'm sitting here with a bluegrass diva here. You, no matter how you dress, you still play down-home bluegrass music.
Absolutely.
Type of music.
That's our goal, is, you know, to say that music. I think that just from an image, people might give the music a closer listen. You know, and that's I think the oldest marketing tool there is having an image. Yes,
yeah,
imagery.
Sure.
And so using that as a guide.
I read also one of the papers. I read that your kind of music is in your face, kick-ass bluegrass music.
Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
no
think we
female does it either. Pretty much
no,
like
and
you.
when I signed with Rhonda Records, that was one of the things that Ken Irwin and I had talked about. Is there's a void for really traditional women singing traditional. There was, I mean, Rhonda, you know, they pretty much hold all of the females in bluegrass. From at that time, Claire Lynch, Lori Lewis, Lynn Morris, Alison Krauss, but there wasn't, and there still really doesn't seem to be anybody who's doing that sort of bluegrass, and that's something that came natural for me. I think because of my father, you know, him just saying, play it, Rhonda.
There you go.
You know, and that's a lot of women don't play, and that's just something that I grew up with and is a natural thing, and something that I love.
You couldn't have done this 5, 10, 15 years ago, this style of music.
I doubt it.
And I doubt it, too.
Yeah.
It was too prim and proper then.
Yeah, you know, and it's wonderful when, you know when the timing's right.
Yeah,
and
this is the timing is it, huh?
It sure seems like it, yeah.
I think you're kind of paving the way. Are you pioneering this? You're pioneering all this kind of image that you've got for the bluegrass now.
I didn't, you know what, I didn't really think about it until now. I have so many young ladies come up and say, I'm going to play mandolin like you.
There you go.
I'm going to sing like you.
Sure.
So hopefully, I guess we are.
Well, They've got a good professor here in front of them. You know, you're the best, kid, I'm telling you. Now, work outside the band. We mentioned the Louvin brothers. What other, you know, I got a CD in the mail, but Jerry Sartain.
Yes.
You were on his.
I
played that song on the radio.
Yes, we did a duet
Provide
together.
Loving You or Two Loving something?
Two People in Love.
That's the word.
Two
That's
People
it.
in Love.
Yeah, what else
Jerry.
have you done on the outside?
Oh, several things. I mean, Dolly's albums, of course.
Yes.
Always love working with Dolly.
She's
She's
great.
just the greatest.
She just got Lifetime Award for the DJ Hall of Fame in Nashville.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was down there for the
Marvelous.
induction. Yeah, she was cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so many people. Alan Jackson, that was a fun album to be on. Bull Harmon, a friend of mine in St. Louis. Well, we have a list on our website at rhondavincent.com.
There you go.
And it will tell you all the different projects. Most recently, just a couple of weeks ago, sang on the new Martina McBride album.
Wow.
With Dan Tominski, the voice of George Clooney.
There you go. The voice, man of constant sorrow. Before we wrap up, what do you you're doing? You're bringing bluegrass to the masses now with your style of bluegrass, with your appeal. So I think bluegrass is going in the right direction now.
I hope so.
Let's go.
Yeah. We're loving it.
You're definitely just steering it through the course. I'll tell you that.
It looks like a good sign. I mean, we're coming off of a 13-day tour to promote the live DVD, and pretty much all of them have been a sellout or a near sellout, and it's an exciting thing to be able to do that.
You were in country there for a few years. What did you learn from mainstream country that you brought into bluegrass?
Oh, I think everything that I do. I was fortunate. I look at that as my college years.
You got it.
It's a university that you couldn't pay to go to a school like that.
Nope.
And I was fortunate to work with James Stroud, who is like one of the top producers in Nashville, and just to sit in a studio and watch these guys work, to learn microphones and equipment, and you know, I was at that same time getting a manager, an attorney, learning the booking, the agency, publishing, songwriting, putting my first band, you know, just, you know, I'm learning every day. And I think I brought so many things from that experience that has brought me here today. I remember the day they took me and tried 100 shades of blush on my cheek. Just like, okay, we've got to find what is your color. And so many different things like that. I think that's what has brought me where I am today.
Doing good, kid.
Thanks.
I've known you a lot of years. How the girls?
They're good.
Good.
They're really
Growing
good.
up?
Sally's getting ready to start off to college. She graduated from high school.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, we've known each other that long.
Yes.
time goes by when you're having fun.
Chosen to go to Lexington, Kentucky. She's going to major in pharmacy, and
Isn't that nice?
and we're getting ready to go on their spring break. We're going on a cruise, which brings me to a new adventure that we have.
There you go. Talk about it.
We're hosting our very first Bluegrass cruise.
Wow.
And it's very exciting. I have my own travel agency now.
Okay.
And we have bluegrasscruise.com, so you can find out all about it. We're going to be hosting several cruises a year.
And then that's a good business. People come out for the Bluegrass cruises?
Well, this is we're going to start this, and our first one sails in February of 2006. So.
But you've been on the cruises before, those
Yes,
Bluegrass
I have
cruises.
been on those before.
Right.
Yes. So.
And they draw a lot of people.
Oh my, yes,
That's so.
yes,
Wow.
hundreds of people, and that's why I think it would be exciting for us to host our own.
Good.
We're going to
There
have
you go.
and we're going to be very people-friendly, let folks know what type of excursions we're going on, and we're just going to have a great
You're
time.
involved in that too, huh?
Absolutely. You know what? Bikinis and bluegrass, there couldn't be
Where's
anything
yours?
better.
Where's yours? Huh?
Come on the cruise.
Come on
you'll
the cruise. We'll see it.
it.
Huh? There you go. I think we're going. I think there's 3 of us are going to be on that cruise.
All right.
If you're in one, kid, we're going to go.
All right. Well, you have to wear your Speedo, though.
Oh, well, whatever it takes to see you, Carol.
Okay.
See you. All right, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you very much,
Thanks,
sweetheart.
Herb.
Take care. Pleasure seeing you.
Nice to see you.
Here's Rhonda Vincent taking us out right now.